Hey, I'm Hybrid Joe, and I've transformed my physique from this to this in only 1 year of training. And my favorite training method is hybrid training. Basically, what hybrid training is, it's a blend of both bodybuilding and calisthenics. That's why you're called a hybrid athlete, because you're training both weightlifting and calisthenics. The benefit of hybrid training is it helps you develop calisthenics moves while also keeping the hypertrophy of bodybuilding. And this is a very important benefit to me, because in calisthenics, there are some muscle groups that you cannot target as well as you can in bodybuilding. The most common ones I found are the side delts or the upper chest. And of course, in calisthenics, there are some exercises that work just as well as their bodybuilding counterparts. So in hybrid training, you basically replace their bodybuilding counterparts with them, because it helps you get the feel of bodyweight training and overall body strength. But people often run into this one small problem in hybrid training, and that is how you should manage rest days. Since you're training both bodybuilding and calisthenics, and the way you manage rest days on calisthenics is different from the way you manage rest days on bodybuilding, and vice versa. So what I'd recommend is taking the same amount of rest days you take on bodybuilding and keeping them the same in hybrid training. But there's this one little tweak that you can do, and that is making your rest days an active recovery. And how you can do that is by adding calisthenics holds. For example, if you're training push-pull leg and you're going 6 times a week and you're resting 1 day a week, on that 1 day you can add calisthenics holds, like a wall handstand hold or the hollow hold, because these exercises aren't as taxing on your muscles as you think. And that is because they are isometric exercises, not hypertrophic exercises. So they do very little damage to your muscles. And the benefit of including these holds on your rest day is that it increases neural adaptation, which is basically the scientific term for skill learning. Since calisthenics is heavily based on skill, this helps you develop. No jacked guy or an aesthetic guy can go and perform a planche first try without learning the technique or the skill that you need to have. And that is exactly what you're building with those calisthenics holds. You're building the skill required to perform calisthenics moves, and it's not taxing to your muscles. It may even improve shoulder stability in your next workout. But be wary that yes, there are some holds that are a bit taxing to your muscles. For example, a planche or a deep L-sit. These can be very taxing to your shoulders or your chest or your core. So I'd recommend doing your research before adding those exercises. So in a nutshell, just basically add active recovery to all your rest days. But do it carefully, because if you're very sore, it might be better to take a full rest day. So do your research before you implement this. I hope this video helps. Good luck on your journey.